my dad was an iron worker, my mom was a stay-at-home mom. They felt unequipped to teach 4 children at home. They had never done anything like that.
This was a bold move, actually. I think of a lot of books that people write, and sometimes books are really fun and easy, and they're novels, and people enjoy reading them. And then there's other books that just slap you right across the face, and you're just like, that person was really super bold and actually putting this stuff down on paper, especially when it comes to things like teachers' unions and public schools and things that are big, huge giants, right? Because compared to them, it seems like we're so small and we have such little power. But I love that the Lord has called you to write this and to expose some of the things that are going on. And so as you wrote the book, what was your hope for the book? What are you hoping that the readers will get from the book? Who are you hoping will read the book? Talk a little bit about what your thought process was going into this book.
Sure. So I really wrote the book to kind of just sound an alarm. And again, this was back in the fall of 2020 when all this happened. So this was all kind of new in, the media cycle. If you remember, it wasn't until kind of the fall of 21 when all the school board debates started to heat up. So I really just wanted to sound an alarm for teachers who were like me, who maybe had a conflict with what was going on in their own school. And then for parents, who were kind of wrestling with, what should we do? Should we go to public school, private school, homeschool? I don't know. Something like I explained my parents went through. So I really just wanted to provide information to teachers and parents just to help them make informed decisions on their career and how to educate their children. So as I mentioned before, I would just encourage you to pray and seek wisdom on what to do. I felt led to do what I did and, file the formal complaint, and I ended up leaving my position, but, God had provided for me. So, I was trusting the Lord then. It's a day by day, it's a daily walk, but, I hope teachers and parents have information. They feel encouraged and more confident in their decision. But most importantly, knowing that the Lord is on your side is really what matters. So that's my encouragement to you: is take a biblical stand and, hear from the Lord for yourself.
Yeah. Yep. I want to talk about homeschooling for a minute, because as someone who had been homeschooled and you've worked in the public school system and you're familiar with homeschooling, I know you've got a little one on the way right now, so you're not yet to that stage of homeschooling your own children. But as you look at the contrast between public school and homeschooling, what do you see, and what do you see as some of the benefits of homeschooling?
Well, I mean, nationally, by virtually every metric, homeschoolers outperform their private school and public school peers in every area. So that's benefit number one. Um, Benefit number two, and these are no particular order, but I mean, you have freedom as a family. If you're homeschooling, you have freedom to live your life, right? And to kind of work schooling around your life. You have
Mhm.
freedom to choose the curriculum that you want to choose, like a Christian curriculum, which I'm involved with. And most importantly, you get to, who knows your kids better than you? Who
Mhm.
loves your children more than you? Nobody, right? Nobody on this earth anyway. But so no one is better suited to teach your children than you. Okay. And that's my belief anyway. So those are the benefits of homeschooling. And honestly, that's something my parents wrestled with too. I talked about my dad was an iron worker, my mom was a stay-at-home mom. They felt unequipped to teach 4 children at home. They had never done anything like that. They felt insufficient, right? But it was only through prayer and seeking God that God spoke to my parents and said, I'm going to give you what you need. I'm going to equip you to teach your children. So it was just on the promise of God and, being obedient to his word, they took that step. So that's really the difference maker. And that's something that the world doesn't have, and the lost, they don't have that reassurance from the Lord. And that's something that, we can tell the world, like, hey, there's a God who loves you, who's going to provide for you, who loves you and wants to protect you and, and wants to bless you. So we can show the world that there is this positive alternative,
Yeah.
to the public school model, which is not working. There's this great alternative, a Christian homeschool curriculums.
Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.